Hello everybody and welcome to my work desk. It is right before work that I'm filming this just so that I can get it out of the way for the day. I am new to the panning community. I have been working on my first Pan Those eyeshadows. I started July 22nd of this year. This is my very first time doing this, so you'll have to excuse me. The video is going to be terrible. I already know, so. Alright, so when I first rolled these in, I rolled in my Natasha Denona palette in this shade right here. If my editing self can put what it looked like before on the screen, that'd be great. But I used this shade 16 times and it barely has a dent in it. There you go, you can see that there. But I'm sick of this shade. I've set a usage of 15 for these ones that I just get sick of so that I can roll them out and get something new. The next thing that I rolled in is from my Huda Beauty Rose Quartz, and I rolled in this shade right here, this Love Stone shade. It was kind of a give me shade because it's one of the ones that are, I don't know, they're like putty, sort of, I guess. But the way I use this is that I would put it on a small flat brush and pack it onto my lid, and then I would put a shade like one of these here, like Blissful, on top of that, and it made like a okay glitter glue type situation. It wasn't great, wasn't bad, but I prefer my NYX glitter glue anyways. The next one that I rolled in was also from Huda Beauty. This is from the Mercury Retrograde palette. And I rolled in Hot Mess. And let me tell you, by the end of this, I was a hot mess because I am so stinking tired of this shade. I have used it what feels like 10 million times. Oh, by the way, the Love Stone I used 6 times before I hit pan in that. And this Hot Mess shade I've used 17 times. I mean, look at it there. I have used it a ton and I still haven't hit pan in it, and I am sick of it. I am sick of the pinks. I am ready to get rid of this, so this is going also. The next thing is my Ace Beauté Aura. I rolled this in this shade here, actually. This is Halo. It is a purple to gold shifty shade, I guess. It has some pink in it also, but for that one I used it 8 times to hit pan on it. These shades are really flaky, so they were easy to hit pan on. I had used this before also. I had 2 previous uses on this, so 10 in total to hit pan. And then I want to talk about some bonus pans too. As you can see, I've got another one here. I have to say, before I started this project, I did not have any pans in my eyeshadow collection. I have them in my makeup collection, just not my eyeshadow. But this one here I used 6 times. I had used it 4 times previously, so 10 times again, just like Halo, to hit pan on that one. And also on one more palette here, my unofficial I'm panning it palette, is this very, very old Wet n Wild palette called Sweet as Candy. I can't tell you when I got this. It's probably 10 years old. I know that's horrible, but I hit a pan on this also. I used it as an inner corner shade, and sometimes I used it on top of that halo shade to lighten it up because it actually is kind of dark for me, for my skin tone. But that is it for the pans that I've hit. Hello again, editing me here. I forgot one of my shadows. I've been doing 5. So this is the Violet Voss Sunkissed Summer Palette. The shade I've been working on is Cool Down. I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before. But this is the shade now. This is also going to be rolling out. I used it 15 times exactly, so my minimum. Okay, so the next part of this is that I have rolled in some new shades. Here is what I rolled in. I'm just gonna, so I rolled in Ace Beauté Pickle. It's from the Tropical Vibes palette. This shade right here, I don't know how I feel about it. I've used it. It's like a brownish green. I'll show you swatches here in a minute, but I'm not really a fan, but I'll work on it. Okay, so the next palette that I rolled in is the Cartagena Magic palette, or the Cartagena Magica palette, or Magica. The shade that I rolled in was this one here. It is Amores Contrariados. It's like a peachy pink shade, or a pinky peach. It's kind of like in between those two. But I think I'll get a lot of use out of this one because it's kind of neutrally. So a little bit almost pastel pinky orange. So I think this one will be a fun one to work on. The next one I rolled in is from ColourPop, which I'm kind of scared about. I'm not huge on greens, and it seems like this month I've rolled in all the greens, but I got baby face here in the middle. I haven't used this palette a whole lot. It's not really my jam, but I do use it sometimes, mostly for these 2 shades, and occasionally to reach for like this one here. But I'll be working on baby face this month as well. The next is from my Odin's Eye Jewels and Gem palette, and the shade I rolled in is the last one. It is Sozzle, which is like a deep brown. It's kind of plummy. I've still got all kinds of glitter on me from that the Ace Beauté palette. I like to use them in the outer corners, and you know, sometimes as a liner too, but I'll get plenty of use on that. But I don't know if I'll hit pan on it, just because I've rolled in 4 mats. And my last one is from my Natasha Denona Glam palette. I literally have not touched this palette. I haven't even swatched it. I think my daughter stuck her fingers in it a few times though. But the shade that I rolled in is my only shimmer shade, and it is number 10, which is the center eyelid shade. I have not moved these around or anything, so this is the way the palette came. I do not like dark shimmers. They're not my favorite, but I'm gonna try to get some use out of it. It's really super soft, and thankfully these pans are a lot smaller than these big old boys here. So, I mean, here you can see the difference. It's a pretty big one, but hopefully this one will be easier to hit pan on. I don't know. I'm gonna try my best, and we'll see where it goes. Okay, so here are the final swatches right here. You can see them all there. This is the Ace Beauté Tropical Vibes Pickle, the Nomad Cartagena Magica, and Amores Contrariados. Then we have the ColourPop, the Child palette, and Baby Face. Then we have the, what is this one? Odin's Eye, Jules and Gem, and Sawzall. And then the Natasha Denona Glam Palette and the shade number 10. So I think that now that I'm looking at Babyface next to the Nomad one, I think that these would make something really pretty, so I'm not nearly as scared of this one now. And I think I can make a pretty green look with this, and then maybe put this on the lid. And these two are very nice together also. I'm not so scared about it now. I think that I'll be able to do something really nice with this time. I'm kind of excited now. So I will see you next month at my update. Thanks for watching. Bye.